Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. It has only been a day or so since the last live stream, but it is Monday night. That means we have the next round of the European Le Mans Series, almost said World Endurance Championship there, which would have been the wrong championship to be referring to. But yes, it is round 6. We are at Monza on what is probably going to be one of the scariest layouts and versions of Monza. It is minus the first chicane, so all the chaos that usually happens at the first chicane is going to happen at the second chicane. And there's going to be more chaos because everyone's going to be slipstreaming at top speed. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be a little bit mental. I hope you're all good. Hope you had a good weekend. I hope you enjoyed the live stream from yesterday. If you did tune in and watched myself and Dor doing the Lone Star Le Mans race, the 6 hours of Kota, driving the very car that I'm going to be driving this evening, which is the Ford Mustang GT3. And there are some pretty fast drivers here in this lobby. I'm just having a look through some names. I see Valentin Barrier in here. I don't see Jardier, because we are in split 1. Yeah, Jardier is not racing today. Interesting. Is Basic Ollie racing today? It doesn't look like he is. He might have dropped down into split 2, depending on where his actual rating is. Anyway, but he was still... This should be an interesting and fun race. Hopefully, it is one that we can survive. Because, yeah, this layout is going to be a little bit crazy. Now, Basic Ollie's on holiday. Okay, fair enough. We are doing LMGT3 today. And, I don't know, Devon. Is that a question for yourself, whether to go GT3 or hypercar when driving? I think it depends on the calendar. I do like both, as you can probably tell, like jumping back and forth between the two. But yeah, this will be an interesting one. No chance of rain today. However, as I said right at the beginning of the live stream, we do not have the first chicane, so we're going to be blasting through that at top speed, going through the first long right-hander. You think I'm going to join an online championship? Oh, I don't know then. GT3 I think is a little bit easier to get into. The hypercars, if you're kind of near the front, there's a lot of very, very fast drivers in there, whereas I think there's a bit more of a spread in GT3. So you'll probably be alright starting off in hypercar, but it depends on how quickly you accelerate up through the ranks into those higher ranks and whether you end up in split 1 and 2. It seems like there's a bigger disparity in terms of pace in hypercar than there is in GT3. Anyway, just double checking things ready for start of this race. Okay. So probably go with a little bit more fuel actually. Go with 16. Right, let's go ahead and get ourselves out onto the circuit. Because the first couple of laps aren't really going to be representative. With you basically getting the tyres up to temperature. Where's the track? High grip at the moment. So yeah, the first two maybe 3 laps are just kind of building the temperature in the tyres more than anything. And then we're giving ourselves 1, maybe 2 push laps. Because of the nature of the track, where we blast through that first chicane, there's going to be even less tyre than there usually is. It's a possibility that we may not even actually bother changing tyres at all. We shall see. Yeah, cold tyres are a struggle. So the opening lap or 2 of the race will be interesting as well, where the tyres aren't quite fully up to temperature. There we do. We've got a nice cool fan blowing on us there. So we will just take it very nice and steady as we go through these corners up until lap 3 or so. And then we'll push. So yeah, as you can see, not much grip. And if I really try and push the car, the rear end does not want to stick like I would like it to. And a curious thing I have running through my mind is what is going to be the pace of other people. Can't quite remember actually off the top of my head what my practice pace was. I think it was a 40, a 1 minute 40.6, something like that. Hello Peter, how's it going, good sir? Hey Necro. We're doing good here, thank you. How about yourself, sir? Brake pedal's gone back to squeaking already after a day. Got LMU since week 4. Is that week 4 of this championship? Or this season, sorry? Right. Tyres are a bit more up to temperature, so we can start to push a little bit more now. 41.9 at the moment is the fastest. People will go quite a bit quicker though. Yeah, as I said, first couple of laps don't really represent the actual pace that is possible. Oh, turned a little bit too much. And went a little bit deep there. Do have a purple sector 1 though. Which is good, it's encouraging. Oh, there we go, 40.6. Still around the pace that I was doing in practice. I don't know if we're going to hit that on this lap, but in the next 1 or 2, might be able to. line myself up for a good run off the exit here. So that's P5 at the moment. We've got 2 more laps in the tank. Plenty of tyre still left in the tyre wear. Much better. That's reflected in the time look. Could be on for pole. Election day in Norway. I see. Oh wow. Jesus, must be a bit of a busy day for you then. Ah, not quite. P2, we could... Tell you what, I'm not going to go for one more. I probably could go one more. We've got the fuel in it, but we're going to be there on the front row. If we go for pole, we're going to basically be a sitting duck going towards the first chicane. At least being kind of there, P2 is going to help us out, right? And I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, that's pretty good then. That I did drop. Cool, then new tyres for the actual race, and then we'll see how our wear is actually going and decide from there as to whether we're going to change tyres or not in the pit stop. Okay, P4. That's actually... I'm actually a bit happier with that. Make that P5. Yeah, I don't mind having a couple of cars in front, so we've got a bit of slipstream going down towards the first corner. Oh, P6. We definitely could have gone quicker then. Yeah, 40.5. And by Mario. I reckon that was definitely achievable. We lost a tenth or so in the final corner, just by not quite getting off the turn as well as I hoped. Never mind. This race is more going to be about survival than it is actually being at the front of the grid, because yeah, this layout is going to make for some very, very interesting racing. I'm absolutely terrified of what the P2s are going to be like when they're coming through in traffic, because if they try to go to our inside, it's very, very difficult for us to kind of hold a slightly wider line. So, yeah, Curva Grande is going to be tricky. Dropping down a few places here. Never mind. Probably going to end up losing a little bit of rating because of where we managed to qualify as well. Evening door. Oh, P8. Ah, someone's gone quicker. 40.4. Alright, there's only a couple of people. One person who's still out on track. I did 41.8. Got over a second to find. Thank you very much, JPS. Hopefully, things will go okay. The Mustang still smells fine. It's a little bit cooler over here in Italy, so I think it's been aired out quite nicely. Thank you. As I say, I didn't think I was P10. I thought I was P8. Ah, it's Charles. Where is, there he is, P14. Alright, hopefully we can have ourselves a good one. 99%. 7-8. 2 tires, yeah. Alright. All set and ready. It's Lightning McQueen! In around 85% is what my fuel calculator is estimating. Here we go, ladies and gents. Hope you're buckled in, ready for this one, because it's going to be tense, interesting. Not convinced on the layout, but it is what it is. And if you're new here, please do give us a like. It's an extra 5 virtual horsepower. Also consider subscribing. And if you're feeling very, very generous, you can become a member here on the channel. If you click that join button, it is £5 a month. Basically, become a member and you'll get access to exclusive live streams where I go through my my setup process, learning circuits, creating setups for these events, among other things. It's a good way of you guys being able to ask me questions and stuff. And the first one of those member-only live streams will be this week. Most likely Wednesday. We shall see. Anyway, here we go, getting ready for the start of the race. Hopefully we're in a good position here. Like we are. Hopefully we get a good reaction to the lights. Thank you very much for the well wishes, ladies and gents.
Green flag, green flag.
Here we go. 1 or 2 people slow. This is a little bit terrifying. We do very slight minor lifts there. Lightning McQueen's defensive. We managed to survive first chicane. Oh, death up ahead. Some interesting rejoins. So we've got LMPs behind us. We've got an LMP2 here without a rear wing, which is also terrifying. They're going to be sensible about this. It looks like they are. But it looks like we're up 2 places. Just good. Works nicely for in our quest to the front. Oh, you... I'm stuck here now. The guy in front was a little bit slower than I was anticipating, and I had to touch the brakes, which just unloaded the rear. Oh, this is going to make it very, very tricky now. Yeah, that's taking some tyre life off. Ah. Right, head down, let's focus. We've got an hour and 15 minutes to make up some places. We've got some quite heavy flat spots. Oh, this is going to be fun. Yeah, it is pretty easy to do. Yeah, that is the main thing. That there is no damage. We didn't get collected by anyone else. Managed to just about stay out of their way. Cheers for the entire encouragement, guys. It's hello. Thank you, mate. We will push on. Don't worry, we're not giving up. We're going to resurge back up into the top 10. We're 22 seconds off the leader. The good thing is we don't need to worry about fuel saving. In this, we can just go purely flat out. Yep, tyres still aren't quite there yet. Despite the flash heating. Yep, extra luck, extra horsepower. However you want to think of it. I don't know whether this layout is actually going to help us be able to close up to the other cars quicker than the normal layout, because obviously there is an element of skill to the braking zone and that first chicane. But there's also an element of skill of carrying as much speed as you can through Curva Grande there. Not scrubbing any speed, plus also the setup being good. We have gone full aggressive, zero wing, try and maximize that straight line speed. Hey Lindholt, how's it going? How was the start? It was good until the end of the first lap, where I lost the rear. Once I get back on the pack, pick up places here. Yeah, we will. It's just how quickly am I going to be able to work my way through? How is my pace going to fare in comparison to the leader? So we did a 41.5 on that previous lap. T3 did a 41.3. Here, the underside of the car there. Scraping along the floor a little bit. Or on the surface of the track. Right, we're closing in on this trio of cars. Keeping pace of the leader. The gap's still 23 seconds. Right, there's another thing to watch out for here in this race is the track limits. There we go, that's a little bit better. Do that. Fastest lap of the race, without any slipstream. So the pace is in the car. Not quite close enough there to properly send. Oh. Just clip that inside curb. That's good to hear, Lindholt. Keep on pushing in those races and you'll start making up ground pretty quick. That's terrifying. Right, this is where we need to start. Making places. Start being aggressive now. Happy one. Thankfully, this yellow mark in front kind of left the lane open a little bit there on the outside as well, which gave me some room. Accidental downshift there into first gear in LMU 2, but never mind. Just getting a little bit elbows out there. Something we need to be doing. We need to get through this pack as quickly as possible. Uh-oh. Here come the LMP2s. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Wow, that's a... Leading LMP2 has got a fairly significant gap. Yeah, 5 seconds to P2. I was the Tello. I saw the space, put my nose in, straight through. I think he saw it and kind of expected it to happen. Oh, Sir Rosa. How's it going, buddy? Oh, someone's off on the grass. Please stay left. Please stay left. Please stay left. Thank you. So that's a nice, lovely freebie. Very close to losing the rear again. Nicely past the Porsche there. Did have a fairly significant straight line speed advantage over them. No, you. Well, that's 2 positions, I think, there. And then we lost 1. But yeah, I didn't want that LMP2 to go up the inside there. I probably should have covered that. Thank you very much, Nismo. We're not getting first to Tello, not with them 28.5 seconds up the road. They are pulling away from us. As much as we can match their pace, I'm not going to be able to close that ground. It's just too far. It's 15 LMP2s. That must feel absolutely horrible for the Porsche there. Nothing they can do. I'll just take that, I don't really care. I was very, very worried that it was going to rear end me there, and I thought it might have tried to pull out. Right. 6 seconds to the car in front. Still got an hour to go. Taking a huge chunk of time out of 2 cars in front of us here on this lap. So chat, where do we reckon we can end up? How was the 6-hour experience in the game? Driver swap okay? Driver swap is good. Pretty easy to do. And relatively seamless. It's a good fun experience doing it. I like the fact that Le Mans Ultimate kind of enforces a limited number of tyres, so there is quite a lot of strategy at play in the race. There are a few little niggly things with regards to like the spectator experience of like being in the server and watching your teammate drive. The kind of the live/replay mode just needs some refinements and tweaks to improve it. And once they get the engineer working, that will make that experience a little bit more interesting and engaging. There we go, that's that. 1 hour remaining mark. But otherwise, yeah, it is very good. Do like it a lot. I'm hoping that they're going to do some more longer races rather than just the typical 6 hours. Obviously, when they do Le Mans, that'll be 24, which will be a real test for the servers and the whole system. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting case of what they're going to do for the other races. Are they just going to stick to 6 hours as they are in real life, or are they going to experiment and increase them? Because they could effectively do their own version of the Spa 24 hours, GT3's only Spa. Should be pretty good fun. And we are the fastest car on the track at the moment. So we've got the pace. Unfortunate about the spin that we had. Oh, looks like we've got slow Lexus up in front. They might be missing a rear wing. Or has got heavy suspension damage. Gotta be careful there, Yorkie. Yep, they're into the pits. Yeah, it's the kind of thing that I don't want to be doing. This is obviously taking away tyre life from those left side tyres. The question is, do we bother changing tyres at all? Or do we change left side only? So there is some vibration, which isn't the worst thing, it's just a little uncomfortable. Maybe a little distracting to drive with. So, what do we reckon, chat? Do we change tyres or no? So it might allow us to save a bunch of time. So a change of all 4 tyres is 12 seconds. Change of only 2 tyres is about 5. I'll catch that in 1 second. Yanni, thank you very much for subscribing. Say hi if you're here in the chat. If not, hope you're enjoying whatever video it is you're watching. I'd actually rather these two guys be a bit further apart. Maximilian, thank you for subscribing as well. Here comes the race leader again. Just gonna have to sit behind. This is exactly what they're doing. Alright, here we go. Go outside here, try and pick up slipstream off the Aston in front. To help pull us past the Ferrari. And then hopefully we can get Aston Martin into the chicane. Side by side. No, fuck off LMP2. Damn illegal pass. There we go. That was good. Nice fair. Hard racing. Giving each other room. Shame about the illegal pass because it did hamper our progress a little bit there. But it was nice to have a fair fight. And yeah, I saw that as well. So there's a little contact between the two of them. Right. It's going to get a lot tougher from here. There you go, Dot. That's the tyres. So I'm debating if I'm going to change tyres, I'm thinking left side only. Seeing as they're the ones who do the majority of the work. But we could save us 5 to 12 seconds by not changing tyres at all, which will give us ahead of Charles in front. But then it all depends on what the other cars in front of him actually end up doing, whether they change tyres or not, and then what the pace is going to be of those guys. Should be around 70 to 75% still left right side if you leave them on. Yeah, there'll be plenty of life in those, because there's only really Ascari here that the the right side tyres actually get used. So they should be fine. Three. Yeah, a lot of other people in front are doing 41s and 42s. Hey, hello, Werner. Why don't I use the head tracking with this game? Because currently, at the moment, Track IR5 is not supported. So I am forced to drive like the vast majority of people within the sim racing space, drive with a fixed view. Obviously, once Track IR support does get added, I will start driving with it again, even if it will feel very, very odd. So we're not really making much ground on Charles, but there's a couple of other people who are in 42s. Or high 41s, so obviously we're closing in on them. Leader has a 3.5 second gap to P2. So we're getting close to our stop now. Let's go use tyres. Although it'll be cold for the opening laps, we should see an advantage over the course of the rest of that second stint. That looked like a tyre off on the left-hand side of the track there. Still got plenty in hand in terms of track limits. Hey Chris, how's it going? Pit stop in 4 laps. I've got this. We shall see. Definitely feel like I would have been up in the podium if it wasn't for that one first lap spin. Just did the race yesterday in LMP2. Yeah. It's just quite a tricky tricky layout and combination. I can imagine it being interesting in the LMP2 as well. A couple of LMP2 cars are in the pits. Closing in on the cars in front. Yeah, well, we're running 0 wing, so when she wants to go, she does want to start wandering. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Did you guys see that as well? It's just going to be 1 pit stop, Chris. But yeah, you guys saw that massive stutter as well, yeah? I wonder if that was like server wide. Yeah, race leader did 41.6. Yeah, that rear end's starting to move around a little bit. Someone did a 48 on that lap. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Especially as it was right in the middle of the corner as well. really hampered my ability to push through as I wanted to. Right, we can go for one more. So, yep, others are pitting. Yeah, it's the first time that that's really happened to me. Not really ever had that before. Right, you go outside, please. I'll do my best to hold it tight for you. Just grab a little bit more speed than I wanted to, but... Uh-oh. I think Charles Meyer got into some trouble going into the pit lane. Raphael, thank you very much for the subscription to the channel. Right, are there any obvious people who have gone for those? It looks like one or two might have. Accidental downshift to neutral there. Hopefully I'm okay on the track limits. Yeah, just a small one. Right. Here we go, ladies and gents. Stint 1 done. Let's see what we can do with stint 2. Just got to remember, cold tyres on the left-hand side. 93%. Where do we come out in relation to everybody else? So I think we lost a little bit of time on the pit entry there. And obviously everyone else is going to be up to speed. They'll end up flying past us here. There goes Charles. So our stop was 2 seconds shorter than theirs. Shorter than his. So he's done the same as us, but I think it would have needed to take more virtual energy on board. Definite disparity there in the braking zone between the left and right side. In terms of grip. Just gotta remember I can't push as hard on these tyres just yet. So we're into the top 10. It's good. 2 positions better than we were going into the round of pit stops. can we do about getting up towards the top 5? It looks like the race leader has not taken tyres, which I think would have been the strategy to go with if we didn't have that spin in the opening lap. Grip's still not quite 100% there yet. Then, thank you very much for becoming a sponsor. Become part of the pit crew. Thanks very much, mate. Really appreciate that. Absolute legend. Hey, he's got the nice little badge next to his name now as well. Look at that. Shiny, shiny. Yeah, really appreciate the generosity there, dude. Thank you very much. I didn't realise you changed the colour of your name. I'm going to have to change that. So it's not green. It's got to be the 065 orange, if anything. We've got a little bit of spare cash lying under the bed. Either that or he's got some money to clean. I jest, of course. Sorry. Should be airing the dirty laundry. But yeah, if anyone else here feels like becoming an absolute legend, become part of the pit crew, or a sponsor, as Lindholm got labelled, you click that join button, you become a member here on the channel. It's £4.99 per month. It'll give you early access to videos about 24 hours before they actually go live. The main big important attraction will be the fact that I'll be doing member exclusive live streams showcasing how I go about preparing for these online championship races, other races, working out the setup for those races, testing various bits and pieces. in preparation, learning circuits, all that good stuff, and obviously it's a good opportunity for you guys to ask questions and get a good insight into that process. And those live streams will remain as member only, and we'll probably do some other things as well. But yeah, you get exclusive badges and emojis as you do on all channels. But for those of you who aren't willing to part ways with your cash and supporting me on the channel, that's absolutely fine as well. We will be continuing as per normal with these live streams. They will not be changing. They'll be free for everyone to watch on every Monday and Thursday evening, and of course videos will be going live as well, as they usually do when I actually get around to actually doing them. Hopefully I can get one done this week. So yeah, it's a way to support myself and the channel, which of course is very much appreciated, while also gaining a little bit more, I guess, access and exclusive content as well. So you do get something in return for all your generosity. And obviously, it's all very much appreciated. Just you guys and girls being here is very much appreciated as well. So if you're enjoying this race, this live stream, please leave it a like. It will help out quite a lot in terms of the algorithm. It's certainly been made interesting with the the spin at the start of the race, and our pace is looking very good. Actually, there's only one other person who's doing mid 41s, which is P6. Everyone else is in 42s. Closing back in on the race leader as well. At now 23.5 seconds. Yeah, I thought they probably would end up absolutely blowing it. Seeing them coming in like an absolute rocket ship. Thankfully, they didn't take me out in the process. Which is always nice. That BMW up in front is a lap down. So again, only a handful of drivers in the 41s. We were the quickest on that lap. Hopefully we can get past Charles fairly quickly here. Oh dear. That's really unfortunate for them. Man, that sucks. There would have been quite a nice battle, I reckon, coming down into Ascari here. Has helped us massively in terms of not getting held up. shame to see one of the teammates die. Andrew, that is a very good question. I have no idea how that Porsche is winning. I don't remember there being one at the front of the grid at the start. I could be wrong though. Either way, they're only half a second up ahead. Rory Santos, thank you very much for subscribing. Say hi if you're here in our live stream. If not, enjoy whatever video it is you're watching. Yeah, I saw a Porsche earlier and we absolutely walked on the straights. Thank God for the added tyre life there. I don't think we're going to be able to get to the top 5. Should be able to get P7. Doubt we're going to get P6 because he's doing mid 41s. So a similar pace to us. The other cars in front are kind of high 41s, low 42s. Glad that LMP2 didn't send it up the inside into the chicane. And yeah, the BMW is fairly good, but that guy did have an incident earlier on with an LMP2, so they're probably carrying some damage left over from that. Need to get back in those low 41s. We are faster than everybody else in front of us though. I can't answer that question actually, nope. So I've only really driven the Ford GT3 as well, I haven't really touched the others. I've obviously driven the Mercedes when it first came out, and the fixed setup races that were there running that week. Oh, and I drove the BMW. That was like on the old tyre model, long time ago. I do need to try out the other GT3s. They do, yes. Yeah, they definitely have different traits. Like the Dakota 6 hours that we did over the weekend, the Mustang was probably the quickest car through the first sector pretty consistently, but then from basically the end of the back straight onwards, that last half of the lap there, in the tighter twisty corners, the Ford struggled in comparison to other cars. Oh, Porsche's had an absolute nightmare. He's off somewhere through here. There they are, dead. That's really unfortunate. Glad he didn't really harm us there. Oh, that was P1 and P2? Yeah, gap to P1 is now 18.5 seconds. Wow. Wow, we're going to have to take a look on that. What was that? Lap 37. Be your best Owen Wilson impression. Wow. 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 That'd be quite a surprise. And quite the gift. Because now P5 is on the cards. Yeah, so they're actually chatting at the moment. And it seems like P1 and 2, P2 touched the rear of P1 going through Curva Grande there, turn 1. And obviously the car is pretty much... It's not fully loaded, but there is so little room for adjusting line. And obviously a slight little touch there when the car is like 90-95% loaded up. Going through that corner is just going to result in a spin, but it seems like both of them ended up dying because of that. Come on, top 5. Just over 10 minutes. 0.10, that's what we like. P5 was the next quickest driver on that previous lap. Thank you very much, Dor. We're in that lovely sweet spot where tyres are still in a good condition. Fuel is burning off nicely. Weight is coming out of the car, it's getting quicker. Track is saturated grip. Gotta be careful through Ascari. It's the only real place where the car feels a little bit sketchy. Even through the Parabolica here, it's pretty good because of the pressure tyres on the outside there. Just have to watch the braking zone. Ooh, P3 and LMP2. Down to the pits. Someone in front's only got 21% virtual energy. They're not going to make it to the end with that. Not without some serious lifting and coasting. So I've got a lap in hand. Lap and a half, basically. So that will take me down to 25, 26% at best. So he's 5% under. E4 is on the cards. I doubt we'll get Wilder. He's too quick, so it looks like the podium's going to be his. Not unless one of the other podium positions makes a mistake. Here we go, we're in the slipstream. One to two, but thought better of it for the moment. And McLaren got very nicely out of the way there. This guy is on the same strategy as us in terms of tyres. Alright, here we go. Shimmy over, shimmy over, shimmy over. Okay. What are you doing, bro? Jesus. Yeah. Wow, indeed. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, piss off. I don't want you going. Now you can go. That's a nice rebellion livery, that. Right, P5. I don't think we're to get any more than that, not unless there's an incident between P2 and P3. In fact, we're under threat now. Here we go. That was not my rear wing. It's like, what was that bit of debris flowing through there? That's sort of an MP2. Leave us to battle. Oh, this is going to be an intense final 5 minutes. Trying to hold on to this. Bem's got some pace. Especially whilst in the slipstream. Let's see how much they close up. All. Ah, we're pulling away. Surely the slipstream must be stronger than that. Be 0.4 seconds back and be getting nothing. Like, we can't have that much of a straight line speed advantage over the other cars. I mean, it's possible because we are running zero wing. It's a lap down. Got a little excited there for a moment. Yeah, obviously the zero wing is going to be helping us here, but at the same time, you would have thought being within half a second, you're going to be getting a good amount of slipstream, closing that gap up. Would have thought even within a second with GT3 cars you should be getting a bit of a tow, but it's yeah, it does feel like the slipstream isn't strong enough here in the Mon Ultimate. Because even in the hypercars, it's you have to be pretty close to the car in front in order to be benefiting. There we go. There's P3 diving into the pits, so that's us with us up into P4. So yeah, they're now 0.3. He is closing because he's starting to come up on the radar. Sort off. You're racing no one. You're not racing anyone. You don't need to send it up the inside there. Whereas me and the BMW behind are in a battle. I think even before then as well, though, the slipstream effect wasn't that strong. Definitely needs to be upped. Let's watch this. We're now on 0.6, right? It felt like my exit was probably slightly better than his. Coming off the exit, yeah, so 0.7. But you'd think they'd be getting a bit of a toe. So in most other games, in and around now, it'll probably trickle down to 0.6 again, but nope, 0.8. So we are still increasing that gap. This is, as you just saw, the last lap of the race. Maybe do a video on multi-class racing. Might need to, yeah. Like this guy here flashing, even though he was like 0.8 back. And then unnecessarily looking. So that's now slowed me down even more, and he's there on the inside. Yeah, what are you doing? Yep, last lap of the race. The guy behind me is only less than a second behind. He's looking in silly places when he doesn't really have a chance of catching the cars in front and he's not under threat from anyone behind. So, it doesn't make sense. Anyway, that was a good race. So much drama. Oh my god, how we managed to cover back into P4 is slightly beyond me. I don't think we got the fastest lap of the race either. I think one of the Porsches crashed out did. Yeah, 40.8. Oh, pardon me. But yeah, very happy with that result in the end, all things considered. I was expecting and hoping to get back up into the top 10. I wasn't expecting to get top 5. I was expecting kind of 7th, 8th, maybe P6 at best. It was not on purpose at all, though. I can tell you that for sure. Just so it is saved, because I'm aware that the server's going to shut down in just a second. So at least I've got it. Got it saved. This is going to be an SR loss. Or, yeah, DR loss, sorry. I mean, I was the highest rated GT3 driver coming into this, I believe. So, not too surprised with how the system works at the moment. Still, a decent haul of points, and it could have been a lot worse than it actually was. So, pretty happy with that. Where are we in terms of the championship standings now? Oh, we're back up into the top 10 in our driving rank. Go back to overall. Maybe a few pages down. There we go. How ironic. We're in 65th place. Still, we've got some climbing to do. The start of the season really let us down a little bit. These items marked in red are the current drop weeks. So obviously we missed scoring any points at Imola. So that is going to be our drop week. And then we'll continue to climb the leaderboard there. So go back to page 1. Yes, Basic Ollie at the moment is leading in the UK. And they got a good race when they did it last week. So this does run on Wednesdays and Mondays. So yeah. Hey, Free Miner, thank you very much for the solid recovery. Chris as well. Oh, look at this. See a bunch of guys who are all part of the pit crew. Linholt, Devon, Chris, Free Miner, also Peter popped in as well. Thank you very much, guys. You're all absolute legends. Really appreciate your generosity. Let's go take a look at the replay, because that was eventful. I'm also curious to take a look at the telemetry from that race. Annoyingly, I did try to take a look at the telemetry from yesterday's Kota 6 hours, and it comes up with this. It's narrow. It might be too big, and therefore the data is unreadable. Well, what are we doing in terms of... Yeah, so we got the best straight line speed of anybody in GT3. Yeah. So setup working really, really nicely there. Yeah, fastest first sector. So it's all in the middle sectors. Sector 2 and Sector 3, where the corners were, effectively. That's where we lost out on. But there was time to be found on the lap as well. So we were 2 tenths off in that second sector and 3 tenths off in the final sector, so we could have done better there. This is one I wanted to take a look at. But yeah, we're looking... using the tyres a bit more than a fair few other people. Someone absolutely destroyed their tyres early on, obviously died. Our fuel consumption was good though, which the Ford Mustang does tend to be. Sounds like the replay has loaded now. RMP race tutorial on set up your remote ultimate controls. What remote ultimate controls do you mean, or are you referring to? We could clarify that, and I might be able to possibly figure something out with it. Anyway, here is the let's start of the race. Ferrari at Monza setup. There was a Porsche that started in front of us. So we got a good reaction to the lights. This guy, terrible reaction from P1 or 2. created an interesting Constantina effect, and then coming through here was a bit unnervy. Oh, someone did go off in that first corner. Who was that? Oh, it's Charles. Oh, a little bit of contact there and a wiggle. Did very well to hold it out and keep it out of the gravel though. Oh no. Oh no. Barry got killed on the first lap. Oh, and it was his fault. Damn, that really sucks. I did wonder where he was because I didn't remember seeing him at all. Yeah, that was very unfortunate. And then more chaos. Damn, so Barry took out the top three. And then one of the leading guys rejoined. Oh, that was not very well read by Moran there. Well, let's go back to us. That was a little bit frustrating having that LMP2 there, because if they weren't, we probably would have nipped on past Lightning McQueen here. They basically took away the that right-hand lane. And then this was the unfortunate spin. Them being slow there, and then yeah, I had to get on the brake. So I'm off the brakes here, which is fine. I'd usually be coasting in, but he's gone wide and carried the brake more, which meant I had to get on the brakes. I load the steering lock on, load up the front tyres, unload the rear, and rear goes, nah, we can't deal with that. Especially with how cold the tyres were at that point. Better angle. That's probably the best angle. So I have a feeling there's a few close calls here. Very, very glad that I did roll forward. When I did. Alright. Let's get some overtakes going. Yeah, that was horrible when he lagged there. So I think this was the 2-in-1. No, this was the sit behind and wait. Right, around the outside there. That was just quite nicely through. And then I think I went for the move. Yeah, I did go for the move here. Into Ascari. Don't remember getting it though. Did. Is there a little bit of leaning on each other in that one? Tiny bit. I mean, I think we were both as fair as we could possibly be there through this Ascari chicane. It's just a little bit unfortunate that I hopped the curb as much as I did on the inside, and would have led to a slightly over contact with their car. Brushed them slightly out wider. But we had the pace over them. Ah, yes, that was a beautiful move. LMP2 going down the inside. Thought, that's a nice, lovely space. I'll take that. That was a very chef's kiss. Let's get the off-board. Lovely stuff. Right, lap 27.28. What happened here? Something happened on pit entry with Charles, from what I can make out in chat. Pit entry was all fine. A little bit of contact there. That's really unfortunate. That's the only problem with there being collisions and people not getting 100% in their boxes first time round. That's a real shame. Right, I can't remember what lap it was that happened with the leaders. I mean, very soon find out. So I must have been on lap 37 then. Porsche going for it. Ah, contact there. Damn. And George carried on. So there's more drama between... Oh, no. George died there. Alright, Lindholt and Dort, you guys both take care. Thanks very much for tuning in, and I'll catch you again on Thursday. Lindholt, I'll probably catch you either tomorrow or Wednesday whenever I do the members only live stream, which will probably come in the next couple of days. Let's take a look at this this nice lovely battle between me and this BMW here. Which was some great racing, to be fair. On this lap? No, it's not on this lap. Here we go, it's on this one. So we've got a good exit coming off the parabolica there. Nicely in the slipstream and in the toe. Slowly closing, slowly closing. Pulling out LMP2 on the pit exit, which is not what I wanted. And I was hoping it was going to move over to the right to give us room, but thankfully it did go full left. That allowed me to go to the inside, but of course tighter line and also a little bit of contact there. That did not help. Actually, did we have a side-by-side with them, or was it with someone else earlier on? I think it was with someone else. Pretty close there between the two of us. It might have been nice too then. No, we did manage to nose ahead here. Thankfully this LMP2 did be patient, not break up the fight there in the second Lesmo. Yeah, so it was with someone else. I can't quite remember who it was off the top of my head, or what lap it was. So that's past Berman with... What's it with the Porsche? Oh, it was here. Yeah, I found it. This was the double move. I knew it was around. Didn't remember it. So yeah, move to the left-hand side here to pick up the slipstream from the Aston in front. If I went over to the right, I would have had no slipstream whatsoever. So that was a tactical move to go to the outside. It paid off. He did lift just there momentarily, just to slot in behind anyway. And then going for bit of a lunge. He did give us room. Nice and fair. Almost doing the Charles Leclerc around the outside. And LMP2 just coming on past us both as well. It's great racing. I don't know. Oh yeah, that was it. I picked up the illegal overtake just there, so I had to lift and let him nose back ahead once more, which was quite frustrating, but I just about managed to keep the nose in there to slot in a front. And then the Ferrari, rather rudely, made a little bit of contact with the rear end of the Aston Martin, which allowed me to consolidate the position. Let's take a look at it from the off-board. Nice fight in there between the two of us. That was the slight lift. And that was us through. Alright, ladies and gents. That is going to conclude this evening's live stream. Thank you very much everyone for tuning in. That was quite a lot of fun. Probably would have been a race win, or certainly definitely a podium if it wasn't for the spin on lap 1, but it doesn't always necessarily go your way as we saw, but even still a fun, incredible recovery drive that I very much enjoyed trying to pull off there at the end to get ourselves back up into P4 and get a good pool of points despite the slight driver loss rating. Either way, it's all good. Yeah, as I said a couple of times throughout the stream, if you want to become a member here on the channel, support the channel and support myself, you can do so. We'll be doing our first members only live stream either tomorrow or Wednesday, so keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you again on Thursday evening for the next round of the World Endurance Championship in the Valkyrie at Fuji. But until then, have a good couple of days, stay safe, look after yourself, take care.